Hello, everyone. It's Margot Golly here. Welcome to the chat. And I have the honor of reading the question. So, how has volunteering changed your life? And why do people feel they need to volunteer?
For me, volunteering was like an eye-opening, because sometimes we are so sheltered on our little bubble. And once we step outside our bubble, it's like a rude awakening. Oh, what do you mean you don't have that? Oh, like when I went to the Seymour School, work with the children, and the teacher says to me, don't sit next to Joey, this little boy. Why? He has lice. Oh, why doesn't his mother take care of him? Well, it costs money to go to the pharmacy and buy products. I'm thinking, oh, it's not a big deal. She goes, for you maybe, but not for their mother. Oh my God, I'm sorry, But yeah, your breaks your heart. There's so much poverty still exists out there, And you feel so good. I know you feel so good when you help out. It's such a rewarding experience, isn't it?
Very much. I've had so many gifts given to me from volunteering. I was at Ronald McDonald House for 15 years as a weekend relief manager. So there from Friday night to Sunday night. And I'd sleep there and I would be helping people to check in, but also providing a distraction for the kids, especially the siblings. But I'll never forget, there was one little girl who was battling with cancer, and I was providing a puzzle with her. Mm-hmm. And I was making a big decision that weekend because I'd been asked to get married, and I was told that I had the weekend to think about it. And she did this puzzle of the Dalmatian, 101 Dalmatians. Uh-huh. And it was such a metaphor for me. She taught me so much because I was trying to get around the edges, and she goes, don't do that. You have to wait for the puppies to pop up. And I wanted to see the picture on the box. And she said, no, don't do that. It's not fun to see the picture. You've got to see where they are and just create it for yourself. And as I learned from her over the weekend while we did this stop and start puzzle, I realized that it wasn't possible to get married in this particular time to that person, because we weren't on the same path and the same journey, because I love children. And I wanted a child, and this young little girl who is 8 and battling cancer, she told me, wait for the puppies to pop up. So that's what I did.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's an incredible story. I know I've volunteered for so many organizations, Surrey Food Bank, and I live in Surrey. So Surrey Food Bank, Surrey Firefighters Charitable Society, Child Development Center, so many. And I think it's just, I want to do it. And it's funny because I think a lot of people who suffer with depression or have any kind of issues like that, they almost should do that too. And maybe some do, but I think that if you see how other people struggle, then maybe your problems don't seem so bad. Or you focus, then all of a sudden your mind comes off of your problems and goes on to theirs, and you want to help them. And you want to help them so much that you forget what you're upset about.
Just wonderful, like, Margot. Oh my gosh, gold, Margot.
Yeah, but just like what you said, Doris, like something magical came out of that, which was not what you had intended, and it changed the trajectory of your life.
Absolutely.
And I think that so many people, I think everybody in the world should volunteer, just to expose themselves to the way everybody lives, in my opinion.
And being changed. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't grow up knowing about volunteering. I didn't grow up in an outwardly giving family. I grew up in a loving family, but not in an outwardly giving family. And so I'm not quite sure how I developed into a person who was just always interested in helping out. I didn't think of it as volunteering. I don't think I had that concept. But when anybody needed some help, I would always be right there to help with it and that. But when I started doing it on a more formal level, what I realized was that I had a lot of issues with self-esteem and self-confidence. And when I found that I could do something for people or for an organization, and I realized that I could do something that didn't feel special to me, didn't feel like I was really good at it, but it was something they couldn't do and that they needed. And that made a huge difference to,
You felt needed.
everything else from there. And I could see the ripple effect of it, that I would do something and it would help the organization, and then the organization would help the other people, and then the other people would help more other people. And so it's that effect. And that was really, really big for me to learn that some little thing that was just a little thing to me that I didn't think was significant could be so significant to other people. And I think that's a really important part of volunteering, is finding that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
agree, because I think the same way, actually. Whenever, you see an Oprah Winfrey who's saving the world, or you see something and you want to save the world, you want to do something, but you think, what am I going to do? I'm just one person. But it's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's the ripple effect, depending on who you talk to, who you help, how you help, what you say, that they all of a sudden they take it and they talk to somebody else. And this ripple effect happens only because you spoke up, or you helped out, or whatever it is that you did that created this avalanche of greatness. So one person can help.
Absolutely. One person could make a difference.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I have loved this chat, ladies. I think this is one of my faves. So thank you all for listening, and I hope we'd love to hear from you and hear what you do, what you've done with volunteering, and how it's affected you, how it's changed you. So thank you for joining us, and be sure to follow us. And have a lovely day and evening or week ahead.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye for now.